All right, Michael, what are we doing today?
All right, today is an exciting day because we have a very special delivery from Kincrome. Now, you guys might have seen this on social media already, but Kincrome have just gone and changed the absolute game in an area that they've never really been in before. And it's pretty exciting. Now, we've been fortunate enough to be doing a little bit of work with these prototype tools for a little while now in the background while they've been developing and coming up with the final products. And I can tell you, they really are going to upset the power tool game. Now, yes, I just said power tool. Kincrome have entered the power tool market, and they haven't just done it on a small level. They're there to take on the big guys in a whole new level, but also at a price range that we haven't really seen in this top tier level before. So without further ado, I reckon we back in the Falcon and take a look.
The Falcon. The useful ute.
The useful ute. Thank God it's airbag now because it's carrying a hell of a load. Let's have a look at what we're dealing with.
So, Kincrome called me and they were like, Nate, we need that useful ute to come and pick up this payload, mate. Just a truck can't handle it. We need a useful ute. Oh, that's a lot of blue.
Don't mind the shoes. This is a charging combo.
That's stuff that I don't use. There's
They've
more
got
in
new
there.
bits as well. Batteries, market fibers, pole saws.
Oh, yes.
Ah, cordless heat gun. Happy?
It's like Christmas.
Okay, so yes, Kincrome have entered the market into power tools. This has been a long time coming. Now, we've been kind of lucky to be sort of involved in this sort of thing, or we've seen it evolve, because when Kincrome first jumped on board with us, we went along to the headquarters and we were walking through the headquarters showing us how it all worked. And in the corner of our eye, in their testing and development area where they literally have dynos for power tools, Nathan and I said, are those blue power tools? And they're like, hey, no, then they're not blue, they're red. Yeah, yeah. Maybe, but shh. So all this time we've been keeping a secret because Kincrome have been in development of creating power tools. They've been in the hand tool game since the very beginning, but they've never ventured into the power tools. They dipped their feet into it when they went with Katana and they brought out the Katana brand. Not a Kincrome brand, Katana brand. And the idea was to create an entry-level power tool with Katana. And look, to be honest, Nathan and I were just saying just then, the Katana is actually a really great tool, and that is entry level. We've been wrapped with everything they do. We were so impressed and blown away with what they do for value for money wise, that they will still have a place in our toolbox, and when we go on drag challenge and stuff like that, those tools will be coming with us. But now, Kincrome have come along and released a brand of tools under the Kincrome banner itself, which means you know that they're trying to make this as high quality as they possibly can. Now, Nathan and I, we got invited to the launch of these over at Kincrome a couple of weeks ago now, where we went along with everyone else to show us through the tools and what they're all about. And they blew us away. It was an awesome night. We had a lot of fun. We brought a camera with us, but unfortunately the camera died, so we didn't get much footage while we were there, other than driving over to the other side of the city in the pouring rain in the Fairlane on basically bald tires. But they run us through what their objective is with these tools, because they're not just trying to enter the market, they're trying to compete with the big guys.
The big dogs!
The big dogs. And that's their goal. They're setting out to compete against the big dogs. And From our experience with using these tools, because we have got to use these off camera with the prototypes and such, I'll be honest with you, yes, I reckon they're up there. They're definitely up there trying to compete with them. You're going to get the same sort of quality. This is supposed to be trade level quality. They are here to compete with the big dogs and make a hell of a power tool. They're also backing themselves as well too. They are providing a 5-year warranty on the tools themselves and a 3-year warranty on all batteries. You can purchase these through Super Cheap Auto exclusively at the minute. So we should probably run through what we're looking at and what we've got. So we're going to try and keep this short and sweet because we don't want to make this feel like an ad. We're telling you the honest truth of what we believe these tools are and how we feel about them and what we like about them.
Let's get to the tools. Obviously, I'm excited about the polisher.
Yeah.
They've run out the game straight with a polisher. Really love this. I'm really keen to get my hands on them using that. They also come with a 240 one as well.
Yep.
As well as cordless. I just realized I put that handle on backwards. Cordless grinder as well as a corded grinder. We are pretty fussy with our grinders, so we'll put this to the test, I guess.
Yeah, one thing that we spoke about before is we like the fact...
locks on?
Yeah, it's a lock-on switch rather than where you got to hold it. Most batteries, powered grinders, you've got to hold them on, and you have to be holding the handle at all times.
Yeah.
So this allows you to do much more sketchy things by holding the grinder in places you're not supposed to hold it when cutting.
And you can also hold the grinder by here. Nah.
Yeah, you could.
It's got a finger guard, so you can, if you really got to... Nah, don't do that, please. Yeah, grinders. Corded grinders as well, so not just the cordless.
The corded grinder has a cool little feature as well too, variable speed.
Does it?
Yeah, so on the grinder at the back here, it's got a variable speed dial.
What?
So you can turn it down. I've never seen a corded grinder do that in all the tools that I've ever looked at. And Kincrome reasoning is, and this is what I like, if you're using a wire wheel and you don't want to get massacred by wires coming off and ending up all over you looking like a cactus, you can turn the speed down to avoid that.
That is...
clever, right?
I didn't even jerry on that.
Why has no one thought of this before?
That's smart. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Battery powered grease gun.
Battery powered grease gun, corded heat gun. They are also doing pads for the polishers now, as well as microfiber rags.
Heat guns as well too. We were playing with this thing before. It's a beast. This is the battery power version 1, and then there is a quarter one as well too.
So greasy.
Goes up to 550. The light as well too. The lights are awesome. They have a cord as well too if you want to plug it in and everything.
4 different sizes of impact drivers. So we've got the little one, the medium one, the big one, and then the big one again. These are both the same, but one is just
1/2 inch and 3/4.
Ah, okay, 3/4. This one's extreme.
So this one is for snapping wheel studs. This one's for snapping the axle.
Yes. Yeah. So that they also have a fast charger. So fast charger.
And normal chargers and fast chargers.
Normal chargers and fast chargers. These come in the drill packs and the impact packs. Your standard packs. Pack.
Yep.
Pack. What Kincrome have thought of.
This is really clever. I haven't seen this before.
They've thought about the customers that don't have 3D printers. So usually when you buy your other brands, I'm not going to name names, Makita Milwaukee, you've got to buy like a battery holder thing, or you buy the design off 3D print thing and you 3D print it yourself. But Kincrome actually, it comes with it.
Yes.
So it comes with a battery holder. You just tech screw this straight to your wall and boom, you've got a battery holder. How good is that?
I just love that because it's such a simple thing, but like you said, no one else. Oh, and the other thing is too, when we get more out.
So it's got these little tabs on the edge. That is so you can...
They become modular, so when you line them up on a wall...
They lock together. So see how they clip into each other?
Yeah.
So then you're not worried about like trying to get them level. You just lock them in and screw them in, Eddie.
All you gotta do is get your first one level and you should be able to run right with it.
Yeah. So just squint your eye a little bit, get it level, and you're good. So they're now doing like drilling attachment, like drill bits and stuff. So it's pretty cool that they're now stepping into, what would you call it, the bits game?
Yeah,
They've always been in the bits game, but I think they've upped their level with, like a 3-pack of step drill bits. That's pretty cool. Hole saws and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, what they said is they're like, well, if we're going to release a drill, then we should probably have the accessories to go with it.
Yeah.
So their solution was, well, then we'll just make our own Christmas tree bits.
Exactly
we'll make our drills. And that's, I got to hand it to them. That's pretty crazy.
You're not going to use, honestly, you're not going to use a drill bit again. When you can buy a step drill bit this big, who is going to use a normal drill bit? You're going to pilot a hole, drill it, right? And then you're just going to go get the step drill bit all through and then drill what you need. Honestly.
I've never seen a step drill bit that tiny.
Yeah.
And I'm like looking and going, that is our nutsert solution To a
Exactly
T.
right. We should mark it in colours.
Yeah, this is how deep you want to go for what size nutser.
So I honestly reckon drill bits will become obsolete.
Yes.
Anyways.
But they have their own drills. Oh, and Nathan, can you open that up for a sec?
Yeah, I sure can.
One thing that I really like about their packaging as well too, you know how drills they usually flip forward and they're a pain, that comes out.
How good is that?
That's such a clever idea rather than having to try and flick it up. They want to make it user friendly, so I think they've done that. There's a lot of clever ideas that they've done here in these tools. They haven't just tried to bring out a set of tools and match what everyone else is doing. They're trying to do one better and be a little bit innovative.
Well, what we did learn when we were there is that, yes, they make the tools, but they focus a lot on packaging as well. They put a lot of industrial design into their packaging and thinking of ways to make it easier for the user and stuff like that. So they're not just thinking about the tool, they're thinking about everything else. You know, you look at all your cheap drill bit sets, the cases are annoying.
Yes.
So, you know, they're thinking about the case and everything else. So they're thinking about the end user, and that is what they think about a lot.
So anyway, these are the tools we're really excited to get our hands on and get to use them, get to try them out. Kincrome basically said just thrash them. These are available now exclusively at Super Cheap Auto. Nathan and I are in a Super Cheap Auto ad now because of that. So yeah, we're pretty excited. From the moment we saw these in the research and development thing, I was really excited about the idea of Kincrome tools coming out because I was really keen to see how they're going to try and upset the market, and honestly, I reckon they will. They know what they're trying to achieve. They've made a good product. Even this is talky. They've made a good product. It feels good in the hand. It doesn't feel cheap. It feels solid. So, you know, we're going to give you our honest opinion as we go through using these things, see if we can't break them. Oh, and by the way, we should mention all this stuff is brushless as well too.
Yes.
So every tool in the Kincrome range is going to be brushless because obviously this is more tradesman level than it is DIY, but it's sort of DIY level monetary values, which is interesting because we don't have the price tags on us, but when they showed us through the PowerPoint of whatever they're going to be selling everything for, it's nearly like half price of what the big boys are charging. Do yourself a favor, head over to the Super Cheap Auto website and look at the pricing and see what they're selling these for. They can't be making a profit. It doesn't make sense to be making tools at this level for the price they're selling them at. And like I said, it's because they want to get these tools in the hands of you guys at home. So now is the chance. I know it's going to be a big ask to get people to convert from, you know, other tools. But if you're an apprentice or you're starting your own tool collection from scratch now, have a serious look at these because these are going to be a game changer. And they're so cheap for what they are at the minute. Get on them now, I reckon. All right, well, that is a very quick rundown of the tools, what Kincrome are bringing to the market. Wanted to run you through them so you guys at home can see them because, you know, this is a huge deal. So anyway, we've had a look at them. Now it's time to see if we can break them. Let's get to work. We have a very exciting and special delivery because...
Delivery.
What did I say?
Delivery.
Oh, delivery. How good's this useful loot? How good's this useful ute? What am I doing today? Tell you what, lucky we got those load assisting airbags in this thing. Look at it.
Yep.
We are full to the brim. It looks like a pair of shoes. You know when you get a nice pair of shoes in the shoebox?
Oh, it does too. It's like, oh, my fresh Nikes.
It feels like, you know, Jurassic Park when it's like, is it heavy? Yes, then it's expensive, put it down. I haven't seen one of these before.
Oh, it's hot. Yeah.
It's hot.
That's smart.
Quick release.
Wow. That's
It's just clever, isn't it? It even sounds like it.
that's funny.